I didn't think of a good opening this time. I had one 2 hours ago. But we'll just say I went to Texas and I'm still a wizard. I believe that's a wizard? Sure, Wizard Academy, wizard, whiskey wizard. Yeah. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. I've been messing with the lighting, and I can't tell if it's better or worse. So you let me know. I think it needs a little tweaking still. Music Maestro, there we go. Please let me know if the music is too loud or too soft, or I can change it. No, I can't. It's going to be study lo-fi forever until I find something different that doesn't get me flagged every once in a while. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Blah. I saw people here. I've also rearranged my whole setup, because of course I did. There we go. I saw Five Fingers in here. Five Fingers, hello. Andy Butler. Talking about pumpkins, because you're far away. I figured it out, but I also thought about it as squirrel shoes, and that was funny. Let's see. It does look a bit overcast. It is. Like, honestly, it is overcast out there, and it's getting dark. All I've done is my entire living space, we'll call it, is white. Like, you see the wall behind me? White, all white. So I've been trying to figure out good ways to reflect the light to soften everything, but I haven't quite figured out a good way to do it yet. Because I can always just do this. I don't know if that's too much. I don't like figuring out lighting. It's confusing. We'll leave that for now. Doesn't look like it's too bad. It's a great shot. I left my cold reading weather there. Well, too bad. You get to keep it now. I don't want it. It's already like that here anyhow. The moment I came back, it's like I basically went from warm and then Chicago, also gray and kind of blech, and then back to Rhode Island, and it was, what, 7 degrees Celsius or less? I had a coat on immediately. Walking to the car, well, hoping the car was still there. It was. Tonight is a very special night. Because one, I have returned from Wizard Academy. Woo! No, Mr. Great Shot, I don't want it. No, I don't really have a choice either. But we'll show you the little things I got. There's this. I didn't get that there. This was here when I showed up back at my apartment. It's a, what do I call it? Patreon exclusive. Technically it's a bandana, but I'm never going to wear a bandana, so blah. There it is, Crowded Barrel. The place I helped build by proxy. And there's this. I found a place to put this finally. There's my chain with my new rope. That's about it, though. Oh, yeah, and I found a place to put the Redbreast 27. And then I put the Star Trek on top of it, because I didn't know where to put that either. Super janky. Keeping with the theme. For now, I'm going to tease you, initially, with the flight for tonight. That's what I didn't set up. I didn't set up what the flight was going to be. Well, not the flight, the giveaway. I'm just going to sample these for you. I'm not even going to tell you what the tasting notes are, because you probably know most of them or some of them. Have I done that one? I don't remember. I have so many whiskeys, I don't know what I have done videos about anymore. I tried to keep the theme of Texas whiskey, but I kind of fiddled with one because of what it is. It'll make sense in a bit. I'm going to let a few people roll in here. I have no idea. I have no idea how many people are in here. I don't look at the thing. I probably should, but I don't, because it makes me, I don't want to focus on that. That's not what I'm here for. There's 5 of you. I can see you. No. I prefer to look at the Steam health, but now it's already acting weird. Come on, you two, get your shit together. Oh, there we go. Concurrent verve. There. I'll leave that in my line of sight for the moment. Once we get to 7, I can start. But first, I will be putting a favorite of mine into the thing. Actually, let me edit that now. while we are waiting for people to roll. This is a longer stream also. So Raffle streams tend to go 2 hours instead of just the one. So it gives more people to show up. I know everyone has stuff to do. There's an entire country that has different time zones all over the place. So generally speaking, I want to get as many people as I can. And going from 7 till 9 typically works. I also can say, I didn't do one last week. I was in Texas. So I'm making up for that too. That sound good? Sounds good to me. But that Andalusia triple distilled, I bought a new bottle because this one's almost empty. That is one thing I did while I was down there, and I am using the Texas whiskeytribe glass. If you didn't see that, no one cares. Shh. It's important. I did it on purpose. Just a smidge. And I will say I'm going from the lower proof to the higher proof in this moment. Just a touch. I hope all of you follow my Instagram. Not because I love Instagram. I actually am not a fan of Facebook in particular, or Meta. Don't like it. But I've always had an interest in photography, so taking pictures of food and everything else I'm doing, that I like doing. Do I like where I have to send it all to be seen by people? No. Oh well. But it's seen, and people seem to like it. There we go, look at that. Texas Irish whiskey is what I call it. That's basically what it is. Oh yeah. Super vanilla. Oh my gosh, smells so good. I don't even know if I had any when I was down there. What did I have while I was down there at Andalusia? I think I had... Oh, that's right. Okay. Whew. For a moment I thought, did I not buy any of this as a drink while I was down there? Technically, no. They have their own Irish coffee thing at Andalusia, and I had that because it was still morning-ish. Or at least it was... I think they open at 11? I don't remember. But I was not quite awake yet. That takes me a very long time to wake up anyway. The part of the day where people are usually... Let's see, how can I phrase this easily to make sense? Say you wake up at 8 a.m. First of all, bleh. Second, if I woke up at 8 a.m., I would not officially be awake until 10 a.m. 10 a.m. That's kind of like the time differential. Even if I got up right away, I would still not be fully functional until 10 a.m. And that wouldn't last very long. It's great. But with that, I forgot. It's a health day thing. Crossed my radar momentarily, and I can't remember what it was. But it was important because I think it was how like the World Health Organization even started. Crazy. Hey Google, is today World Health Day?
World Health Day is on Friday, April 7th.
Nailed it. So, take care of your health. All of it. Physical and mental. I remembered. It's just shocking. You have no idea. Oh man. Oh, you know what? It helps if I can see chat, and when I click other things, the chat gets hidden, which is not helpful. Whoa, that was fun. But James, hello, welcome home. If you know what Rehab is, the band, I don't know what that means. Okay, Lynn Chambers, thanks for being here. I love you. You're helping just by being here. Promise. The algorithm loves you. The Brewmaker Maker, he is home. Brian, cheers to you, sir. Welcome. Donner Pass Whiskey, hello. Hello, 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 hello. So nice to see so many familiar names. As with any time I stream, it's like, is anyone going to be there? Someone usually is, which is good, because that's really all I need. The more the merrier to an extent until I cannot keep up with chat. Then it's a problem. Haven't had that problem yet. Emphasis on yet. Oh, it's so good. Wow. It makes me think of vanilla ice cream with cinnamon. Like cinnamon something. Cinnamon sugar? The spice to it is really good. It's just enough to get your attention and it lingers. But it's not overly aggressive. It's just kind of there. Fizzling away very slowly. So that's on the lineup. Five Fingers, look out. Whoosh. I don't know if I said hello earlier. I know I saw you in here, but... Bleh. This is driving me nuts, by the way. The fact that I can see this glare on my glasses. Because there's something on my screen that's white. Yeah. So annoying. But that's number one. I actually have to add up what they are. And really I should do that first, among other things, because I should also do the... It's been a minute, folks. It's been a minute. Ah, there we go. Scrolly to let people know what the hell's happening right now. I think I pinned the thing up there. I don't remember. I hope I did. If I didn't, let me know. I can do it all over again. Oh, it's there. Whew. Good. I don't have to think about that. And as far as the whiskeys that are for the giveaway, I have to edit that. Whoops. And it's just 4 this time around, since I don't have as many Texas whiskeys as I thought open, but we are putting them in these. So they're 2-ounce pours instead of the 1-ounce ones. So you're technically getting more. I did the math. I shouldn't have. But I realized I give away the 7 1-ounce samples. That's my new thing. That's what I'm doing. I had to put that on hold because I need more of those. I've already used them all. I ordered more today. I even ordered more of these. They were not cheap. Well, you gotta spend money to make money, right? I hate that. Point is, I don't have any of the smaller ones, and what you would get is you get 7 1-ounce pours, so you get 7 different whiskeys, or you could get 4 2-ounce pours, so you'd get 8 ounces, but you'd only get 4 whiskeys. So I'm going for variety over quantity with the other one, and also it just works always. Now, to let you know what's actually being set up here, I will have to fiddle around a little bit. So please excuse me while I do that. I should have done this beforehand, but of course, I forgot. What a surprise. And illusion, triple still. Woo. Because this is a janky channel, never forget. 50%. Boop. Oh, the stream is healthy now. Thank you, YouTube, for stopping the annoying thing that was. Bleh. But okay, like Hart Brothers Longmore tenure, 11 months sherry, but woof, 56%, really pretty and just enough sherry so the spirit character is on display. Thinking about getting another one before it's gone. Do it. I mean, it depends. How many bottles you have? That's really what you should ask yourself. Cliff Smith, good evening. Hello, sir. I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot minute because I haven't. I've been in Texas and you haven't. It's weird. Here we go. What should I just call it? I guess I have to call it what it is. Really, Brian? Really? You're just gonna... I'm starting to worry I have to bring these glasses back too, and I'm not going to be in a good mood if I have to do that. Because I really don't want to. I don't know what it is about glasses. There's something I missed that I didn't get the memo. Where it's either nowadays I can have reading glasses, which is here, or I can have driving glasses, which is way over there. No in between whatsoever. I can't be like, I can see here, there, and over there. Oh, that doesn't exist yet. What century are we in? Canada last night, 3.5 weeks. That's right. I remember you saying you were going to be away for a while. That's a whole month, basically. You were in Canada for that long? Woo! I don't know if I can handle that, to be perfectly honest. I was able to handle being in Texas for a week, and that was barely. Because it was hot. Thankfully, it was one of those situations where it was fair temperatures for half a bit, and then really warm for a few days, and then it cooled off a little bit. So I got the ebb and flow of it all. That's really all I wanted. That. And this one is, I'm hiding it from you. 57.1. It's up there. But my problem with my glasses at the moment is that I swear everything's slightly blurry, and we're talking about a screen's length away, like this far. Arm's length away. It's getting weird. and it shouldn't. But I don't want to have to deal with going to see him. I'm the type of person who I want to do it once and be done with it. And since I've had to go there already to deal with this, I'm really not going to be happy if I go back again. Really not happy. And if it doesn't come across in the stream, I have a bit of a temper because I have a mood disorder. And if I get irritated enough, it's very hard to control. I have done it for most of my life, and it's all right. But, oh, I will bite someone's head off sometimes. And I don't like doing that. I don't like making others feel bad. But and I can only do it for so long, folks, before I just tear into some poor bastard who's trying to just do their job. Again, it doesn't happen often. And after it, I always feel bad, so don't worry. I will remember that for as long as my memory will let me. Strangely enough, the worst things it remembers longer than the good stuff. Funny that. It's not a mega sampler. There we go. Let's make sure that's correct. Do-do-do, 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 and do-do. Cool. I think that's it. Okay. Now I can show you what the samplers are. There we go. Oh, really? Really? We're going with the I can't spell moment? Or at least I forgot the X. S. Can't even talk. That's fine. No problem. There we go. I will show you what they are now. And now you will all be like, oh my gosh, I want it. And I will say, well, you can only have, there's only one winner. Mid-40s here yesterday. What the hell? What the hell? Boop. All right, Zimbu, do your thing, man. Don't worry about it. Should have done that yesterday. I did. Weirdly enough. It took me officially... Got back home on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, went out and had food with my parents, got groceries, stopped at the cafe. You know, that's the extent of what I could handle that day. And now here we are. With the gears turning of what I should be doing for the stream today, what I need to do for a video next week, because now there is no pre-planned stuff. The Irish month is done. So what next? Oh, I don't know. Computer glasses last time, and I found reading glasses frustrating too. Told the eye doctor I wanted 3-foot local center, much better for me. Wider useful field. Yeah, I mean, the lady I was dealing with was really getting on my nerves, and that doesn't happen very often, but there's certain customer service people who act very pleasant, and you know they're not. They're not trying to be pleasant. They're not trying to be like a person to you. They are being a customer service person. How can I help you? Very well, sir. I'll get right on that. You know, that thing drives me insane. Like, actually, I lose it. And I don't want to bite anyone's head off like that. But if you're doing that to me, it's super annoying. And just, like, be a person to me, and we're good. If you put on this thing in front of me that's not a human being, it's like this da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Especially when I'm being irksome. And she said I was being rude. I was like, lady, this is not me being rude. I will show you. If you don't, just step away from me. I will show you what rude really is. Anyhow, that's just like sitting in the back of my mind. I don't want to deal with that lady again, but I feel like, reading glasses aren't what I really wanted. I want to be able to see a computer screen. So I'll have to call and talk to him directly, and I just hate it. I really hate having to deal with people. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. It's me. Yeah. I mean, I have cataracts of some sort, and one eye is different than the other, so I can't just get some simple thing to do. Progressive lenses on my recent set of glasses work okay, but I really don't need them up close. Yeah, exactly. I don't read very often. I do this. I mean, I'm doing this kind of thing all the time on my phone, especially on my trip. So for seeing right here, those are great. But for whatever reason, my screen is just a little fuzzy. Like the words on my screen over here, they're very tiny. Are a little fuzzy. People are a pain. I don't want to deal with it. Like I have a condition, you know, that's the hardest part to get through to people. It's like I have a condition where being around people and talking to you stresses me out, and I can only take it for so long until I have to stop and get away from it. I still don't have a great analogy to it, but I've used a variety of different things, but it's always physical, so it's not the same. But it's one that's come to mind just now. I don't know if I've used it before. Is a headache. You ever have a headache? You know how unpleasant that is? How you can deal with it? Like, you can deal with the fact that you have a headache and be around other people, but you're not a great person to be around when you got a headache. It's like that. There's no actual physical pain or anything, but that is the best analogy I can use because it's not seen. You know, people can't see you have a headache. You have to tell them. It's like, oh, I have a headache today. Super irritable today. Everyone's pissing me off. It's weird. That's the only like semi-decent analogy I can use for my mental condition problems. I don't want to go. This is because of World Health Day. We're talking about mental health. And also this channel in general is run by one who has a lot of issues. As you can see, before I forget what I was doing, these are the whiskeys that are in this sampler. We have Andalusia Triple Distilled. Yeah, Texas whiskey. Boom. This is the one that's kind of not, but is Texas whiskey. This is the Magnificent Beast. It's unopened. I'm going to open it next. Just for you. And this is the one that Daniel Whittington put together himself. He's very proud of it. I was able to get a bottle only because of Mama KillCo. So thank you, Mom. I don't know if she's here, but thank you. It was not a cheap bottle. It was $100 and something odd dollars. Enough for me to go, I'd like to have it, but I don't have that money. And Mama KillCo just jumped on it because she heard Daniel talking about it. He was the one who made it, or blended it, and he's very proud of it. So she bought it for me to pick up while I was down there. Yay. Speak of the devil. We're actually Pop KillCo, but I know Mama KillCo's around. Hey, I called it. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. That's the thing. I am barely functional. That's all I can do. So, this is the Jackalope from Crowded Barrel Whiskey. That is kind of part of the theme, if you can't tell. That's staying there too. I didn't know what to do with it. A glorious blend of 75% malt whiskey, at least 3 years old, distilled at Balcones. Okay. You know, it's okay. Balcones, Texas whiskey. And that's a lot of it. 75. Then we have 22.2% light whiskey, 15 years old, distilled at MGP. Indiana. That's one of the few things that makes it not Texas whiskey. Officially. 2.8% malt whiskey, 2 years old, distilled at Real Spirits. And that is Texas. I think. I know it is, but my brain's getting fizzled around there. Bottled by Crowded Barrel, Whiskey Co., Austin, Texas. Blend number 1. If you'd like to see, hopefully my camera will focus. There we go. Magnificent Beast, Crowded Barrel, Jackalope. Under proof. And I will be opening this one just for you. Since this is such a small release, I would like to do a video of it maybe someday, but the amount of videos I have to do looks a lot like this. Except for those in the back. Those are the Game of Thrones ones. Those are just hanging out. But the rest of those bottles back there are all bottles I have to do a video of, or I could do a video of. Where we're trying to lean into the just opening a bottle to open a bottle. You know, gotta roll. Gotta get these open so I can share them. This is one. Number 2. 3. We have the Lone Elm. This is the Whiskey Crusaders pick that I was given a couple years ago. As you see, I've shared it and also given it away. This was donated to the channel by Jason Busey. Where have you been, sir? Kick back. I got this in my hands at the first Bastards Ball I went to. So that was 2021. Yeah. And then, of course, since I was at Still Austin before I left, this is not the Nancy Fraley pick. I didn't buy it. $90. So I didn't. I did get a sample of it, which I will be drinking later. I drank the other one, Mr. Great Shot, so this is the other one. Mr. Great Shot is someone I was fortunate enough to see again down there. But this is their cast strength, the musician. It is a very high proof. It is 59%. So, hooah! But that release I like to give away since it is something you could get. Still Austin is one of the very few Texas whiskey places that has started to broadcast and advertise a bit more, since I would assume they have more stock to get rid of or sell. Get rid of. Let's see. They are pretty marvelous. I mean, they did meet on stage playing husband and wife, so they can basically have a fairy tale type thing going on there. Yeah. Oh, nice. Narragansett, the Coast Guard House. Ooh. Coast Guard House. Do I know where that is? I feel like I should. Well, glad you were here, Cliff. Why didn't you visit me? No, I was exhausted. I'm still exhausted. But as usual, it's only taken me 26 minutes, and I've only drank one of these. That's okay, I have 2 hours. Remember that, Brian. I'm not rushing these. Oh my goodness, smells so good. Mmm. Well, yes, I would say the Coast Guard House would be on the water. Ow! Tingly. I'd have to look it up, Cliff. I may know where it is, but not right now. Jeez. Yeah, that's right. It was pretty high up there. It didn't drink like it. Right? The Nancy pick, or the latest Nancy pick, it does not drink like what the proof is. I seem to remember that. I definitely enjoyed it. No, it's gone. You gave me 2 samples. One did not make it home. But I will be having this later tonight. I'm going to have to be careful, though. I have been running on caffeine and whiskey for a week. Which is why it's such a mess. I am such a mess. I don't know. Who did I tell? Where did I post anything? Have I posted anything? What is my life? Oh, patrons. I think I told patrons. By the way, a Patreon. I did it. Also, gotta do all the things, folks. There it is. Woo! Feed the algorithm overload. Please and thank you. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Again. Oh yeah, my sleeping pattern's going sideways again. That is what happens when I leave the time zone, do a bunch of social stuff, travel a bit, come back. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning, and then I slept till around 10, and then I woke up for a bit, and then I went, nope, and I fell asleep again until about 2 p.m. Yeah. But now I have whiskey again. I'm cutting back this month. Again, it's reminder, it's Alcohol Awareness Month. You have been awared. You're welcome. What to do about that as far as a whiskey channel goes, as a theme or anything, I have a weird idea. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I probably will, unless I come up with something else. But if you saw the video, you get it. I'm just doing this because I have my own problems with alcohol. And the past week of being involved and engrossed in alcohol has been enough for me to want to chill a little. You know, I'm good. I've had a bit. But I didn't have any whiskey yesterday. I didn't have any alcohol yesterday, actually. I did not have any alcohol yesterday. So I took one whole day off. Now I can have as much as I want. No. I'll probably have some tonight. Well, I'm going to have some tonight. And I will have some maybe tomorrow? Yeah, the next 3 days, very likely. Unless I... Why do I have to schedule drinking alcohol? It's a little weird. Either I will drink something tomorrow or I won't. But if I don't, that means I have to drink again on Sunday before the stream because I have to record a video, which I have to edit to get out next week. And as you are aware, I like to assume most of you are aware, I don't really have a work schedule flow thing. It's mostly record a video and then edit it before Tuesday. I try very hard to get it done before Tuesday, or at least done on Tuesday, because it goes live on Wednesday. Yeah. If nothing else, I want more people to try the Andalusia Triple Distilled. For some, it might be a bit too sweet or a bit too strong. But if it is, well, a lot of you are going to have a problem with the rest of these. That's what I was supposed to say. If you do enter the raffle, please at KillCo Whiskey Musings so I can see it if you went through PayPal or Venmo. The link should be pinned at the top of chat. Or if you use the mega chat option, there will be a very angry rabbit who will dance. And that'll give me a clue. Side note, the rabbit does take a cut. All right, I can do that. Emily Chambers is going to get... So right now, I know who's going to win. But we still have an hour and a half. Anything could happen. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. For Emily Chambers. Now I have to do the manual entry thing since I haven't learned a better way to do this yet. Ah. You know, it's funny. I don't know if I have her info or not. I think I do, but I don't know. Anyway, I know who's going to win right now. Depending. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Unfortunately, there is this thing where I am, you know, with anything, I have to have a certain number of entries for the raffle. Because if I don't get that, I can't actually do it since there's no gain. If there's a negative, like if shipping costs more, I have to postpone it, almost, which sucks. I don't want to do that. I haven't had to do that yet, for the record. But that is one of those little unspoken quirks. That shipping is expensive. I mean, hand deliveries are expensive. Yes, hand deliveries are expensive. I'm really good at this. Yes, Mr. Greatshot does have quite a few. What's the one you don't have? Because do you have Magnificent Beast? I imagine you should. Technically, you don't have the Lone Elm. The only ones you could, well, unless you do have a Lone Elm from Whiskey Crusaders, I don't know. Again, that was 2 years ago now. I don't even know when they did a pick or how. I don't keep up with other channels. I have to not do that, or else I will get... I said this earlier today on some kind of post somewhere, but the reason I don't pay attention to other channels as much as I used to when I was initially starting is because others doing well makes me feel worse. Because I will use their success as my failures, or my failings. I know that's not how it is, but that's the way things get twisted around in there. So it's better if I don't pay too much attention to what others are doing and just keep doing what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. Alone of his one? No. Okay, good. Well, there you go. I thought so. Okay, if anyone should have Magnificent Beats, it's you. Jackalope is quite tasty. I will be pouring that next. And as I said, there are 4 of these this time around. But the special thing of tonight, of course, is that I will be opening the Magnificent Beast. So I can have it here. I had it when I was at Crowded Barrel, since one of the really great things about doing Whiskey Somm stuff is there's a campus there. You stay on campus. No television in the room. Love that. I really hate having televisions. I am a strict believer in the bedroom is for 2 things. Sleeping and... So no televisions. There should not be television in there. That's not what that room is for. You want to watch TV, do it in a different room. I don't even bring my laptop in there. The only bad screen I have in there is this. And that's only because there's an app I use on my phone to sleep. It tracks my sleeping to tell me what a mess it is. It helps me try to understand my... how do I put it? Abnormal, normal sleeping pattern. And it goes like this. I've showed people before. It's like, it gets better, it gets worse. It gets better, it gets worse. It gets better, it gets worse. And that is throughout the year. It happens constantly. The only constant is how much of a mess it is. But it is a constant mess. So that's good. Oh, also, I almost forgot to show off my new shirt. This is my Andalusia shirt. I don't know if this is going to show up right because I didn't check. But, get it. Yeah! Ow. Did that show up? It's the triple distilled bottle design. So basically, that label should be on the back of this shirt. I don't know if it showed up because I can't see that way. And it's green. If you will note, the color scheme of my wardrobe is black, gray, slightly darker gray, occasionally green. I have one red shirt. It says Maker's Mark on it. I have white shirts that I've been wearing. But for the most part, I like to wear black. That's it. That doesn't work very well in Texas, by the way. Daniel does that. I don't know how. But it gets really hot. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I always forget. You know, I don't pour Andalusia triple distilled often. This is mostly because I've drank some, shared a lot, like now. But grah. Mike Franklin, hello. Always a pleasure to see you here. I'm glad your hand delivery got to you. Do let me know if you'd like the answer key, because I haven't seen the email. I also have been having a hard time keeping up with the emails. It's freaking overload. You go on a vacation for a little while and don't check your email every day. Oh, this is what happens. If you're not paying attention, something good happens. You're going to miss it. Right now, you're the winner. For now. But we still have an hour and a half-ish. So we'll see. Although we've had some wild stuff happen here before. But I like that you're in. You're in. Mr. Great Shot's in Texas, and he has access to many of these already. Hell yeah. Woo! Took a big slug that time. Ow! Oh, it burns. In a good way. Alright. I'll have another. This is it, folks. We're going to do it. What is it about opening a bottle that feels so exciting? Especially this one. This is a very special bottle. It's pretty much a one-time deal, unless Daniel can somehow recreate it, but with a... hold on. Ooh. Hamina hamina. But with a 15-year-old light whiskey from MGP, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to pull that off. Excellent. I know there's a very special one in there. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but... you do it. Just being here. Chambers, that's enough. Ooh. Like I said, the YouTube overlords, or the algorithm overlords, love that. Just people here, chatting away. That's what they like. They want your attention. If you weren't aware, that's how the internet works. That's why advertisements are a thing. Did I get all this off? Oops. Is that it? Did that work? I hope so. Gosh, it's like some amateurs put these on. They did. But they had the similar thing that I have. They have a little sealy-majigger. Alright, I think I got it. Let's see. You ready? I'm not. Oh, I should take more of this off. Darn it. Shoot, heck. Jiminy Cricket. Does anyone know what Jiminy Cricket officially stands for? Hey. I do. I think it's hilarious. There we go. The beast is unleashed. There we go. I'll just... Okay. That's enough. Little for my homies. Shoot. That's not how you do that. That's pepper. No, that's salt. Why do the wires keep getting crossed? Yeah, this is from the Alchemy. Their Alchemy release. This is Alchemy. There we go. Oh. Oh yes, and if you haven't already, I apologize in advance, but I am supposed to remind you of this because that's what they like me to do. Most of you have probably done that already. I know most of you are subscribed. And you get a special. If you subscribe during a live stream, something happens. There you go. Here we are. Bloop. It's a nice color, right? Whoa. Ooh. It was a little musty at first, but then I got like peach, some kind of fruit. It is musty. It's actually making me think of tea, like black tea. I keep forgetting it's a malt. Nope, on the Jiminy Cricket. All right, Jiminy Cricket is just Jesus Christ, except they censored themselves back then because you can't say that. You can't use the Lord's name in vain. So instead of Jesus Christ, it's Jiminy Cricket. Look it up. Google will tell you. Or I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. Woo. I do not remember it having that kind of... Well, also, reminder. Neck pour. So this could use a little opening up. Even Nancy does this. Nancy. Irene. Well, Nancy does too. I imagine all of them do. Most people deal with whiskey all the time. They know that when you first pour a whiskey, much like... Oh, my eye! Much like wine, you're supposed to aerate it a little bit, a little swirly swirl. I believe ADHD whiskey is very keen on this. Yeah, I'm betting it's really hard to get 15-year-old MGP juice nowadays. Yes, I imagine it is. I can feel my whiskers hitting the glass. Oh, there's a sweet malt to it. I don't know if you heard that. Neighbors being weird again. They actually play board games. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just weird to hear them like playing board games next door. Okay. I forgot about the mouthfeel. Oh, that's good. There's a Balcones note, just slightly. It's almost as if it's sweet coffee, which I drink, by the way. Whenever I have coffee, I blasphematize it. Blasphematize it? Blasphemer? I have milk and sugar. Because I like bittersweet. What a surprise. And I bet that note I'm getting is Balcones, because it's a weird one. It's slightly musty, almost like wet coffee. Wet coffee grounds. And I deal with that every morning. Almost every morning. Making my hot coffee in the morning. I didn't have to do that at all when I was in Texas because they have a Keurig. Keurig? So I just use that. Works great, much faster than me. Pouring over my coffee, doing that whole ritual. And yes, I got into coffee for a little while, which is why I have a pour over. Makes me seem super snobby. Which is not true, since I just add milk and sugar, or cream or sugar to it, not even milk. I don't deal with milk very well because it goes sour real fast. And I forget it exists. Wow. The mouthfeel on that is stunning. It's just a tiny bit sweet and then a little bit cocoa. There's vanilla. It's not overly spicy. Meow. Sugar kitty, hello. Welcome. Meow. Wow. As I did earlier. I don't remember when I learned how to do that. It's probably Tigger. T-I-double-G-R. French press. It's another thing. You have to do a to get it to work. It's not a Keurig is the point. The one thing I really love, and I'm gonna get something like it someday. I have not committed to this thought, and I don't want anyone else to buy one for me. So don't you dare. There are fast. It's like a Nespresso. It's an espresso machine made by Nestle Quick or Nestle brand or something. It's basically a really fast espresso drink, and they have that in the Wizard's Tower, and I used it every freaking morning. So fucking give it to me. Supermarket, hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Don't do that. T-I-double-G. See, I can't do gur. It doesn't work. Making weird noises. Hanging AZ. Sipping on that Dickel. 8-year bourbon. Not too shabby. Yeah. There was actually a Dickel in there's a Dickel in my lineup at Wizard Academy. Nespresso is fancy Keurig, yes, exactly. And I'm okay with that, because if you can get espresso in my veins that much faster, good. I'm not a huge snob about it. Just give me the caffeine as fast as you can, before I hurt someone. There is a slight fruit note in there. Peach. Or some kind of fruit. Some kind of... It's either peach or it's the other one that's like peach but isn't. Apricot? It's probably apricot. Like dried apricot. Oh, that's good. My goodness. What's nice is it's not overly complicated. You think something like... But it's only 3. It's like Balcones, MGP, and what was it? Still? Not Still. Real Spirits. That's it. And Real Spirits is only 2.8%. So it's mostly Balcones and then light whiskey. And it works. The texture on it is insane. It makes me think of toasted marshmallow. That's something that just went through my mind. And it's a little dry on the palate after I've had 3 or 4 sips. Ah! Hello. Noises. What was that? Jackalopes are tasty. Yes. Sugar Kitty's in for 4. Sugar bum 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 meow 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 meow. Sorry, I don't know how that happened. Sugar Kitty is now in for 4. It's a head-to-head. Sugar Kitty versus Emily Chambers. Bam. There we go. Cool. And as you can tell, I'm looking at a very bright white area there. You'll see. By the end of the night, you'll see. You'll all see. All right, make that go away. Did I have no eyes before? Yes, good. bright. Sugar Cake got the thing right here. Whoa. That's the other thing the rabbit does. He puts your name up. Pre-prep a pot? No. No. That requires the ability to see into the future farther than an hour. I'm not good at that. Like prepping for what's later. My current self dealing with my future self, we don't get along. I don't listen. We're not paying attention to each other until later. And then it's my future self, which becomes my present self, getting pissed off at my past self. Time is so weird. Make that bunny twirl. Hanging AZ, probably. It's the only one I have open. Hold on. Yeah, it has to be. I don't have another one open yet. I have the Irene Tan one in there, in here somewhere. So I do have another Lone Elm. It's just, this is the only one I have open, so it must have been. There isn't really a honey taste to it. It's mostly sweet caramel and coffee. Like I said, toasted marshmallow, or which could be vanilla. But I'm not getting honey off that. I've been getting honey off of malts, like Irish whiskeys lately. I've also been doing a lot of Irish whiskeys lately, so that's probably why. Yep, yeah, it's good. The Archies. Did you? It doesn't notify me of anything. If I'm not looking at it, it doesn't exist. Nope, now it made a noise. Okay. Fingerprint, yes, that's me. Hey, Cliff Smith is in. Hold on. Or someone is in for details. There we go. Ah! I like it when something like this happens. Do. Oh, son of a is in my head now, and it won't go away. Whoa! Ugh. All right, this is no longer neck and neck. However, this is also still a head-to-head. I won't say anymore. I've spoken. Does anyone else watching Mandalorian? Well, oh shoot. No ad. One day I will understand how to use all these money apps. Today is not that day. Is this even? Okay, it is. I don't know, I don't have notifications on, and I think it's when my screen is closed. It doesn't do anything because it knows I don't want to be bothered. So a lot of times I will have to actually look at my phone. Yeah, well, the pour over coffee thing is a ritual, so it's something to specifically do in the morning, and it's also coffee, which is a big encouragement. But it also gives me a moment of like, it's coffee zen. You know, you get up, you have to do this one thing the same way every time, and you have to wait and kind of keep an eye on it. So there's a reason for it, but I've done some kind of prep. I did it today. If I ever do something to plan for tomorrow for caffeine, it's I go to the coffee shop, get an iced coffee or an iced latte, 4 shots of espresso, caramel latte, bring my my own mug, so it's like a metal container mug so it stays cold. Bring that home, put it in the fridge. And like today, I wake up and it's there for me, making my day so much happier. I'm much more caffeinated. Hanging AZ, the Balcones, so to speak, is in here. I told everyone earlier, I will say it again because we are on this bottle. A glorious blend of the Magnificent Beast, Crowded Barrel, 75% malt whiskey, at least 3 years old, distilled at Balcones. So most of it's Balcones. 22.2% light whiskey, 15 years old, distilled at MGP. You don't see that very often. I think that's what's giving this amazing mouthfeel, is that 2.8% malt whiskey, 2 years old, distilled at Real Spirits. Bam. mostly Balcones, but he like worked out most of the Balcones note. If you know what that is, if you don't like it, it's not really there. I kind of feel like it's in there because I know it's in there, but it's not prominent by any means. Oh, good. Everyone's used the thing. Yeah. Okay. Good. So confusing when I'm getting numerous things from different things. Yeah, we're good. I'll say that. Whoa, everything moved. Hey, don't do that. I know. Who is the woman? I know who she is. I want to say Queen Latifah, but I don't even know what she looks like exactly. But see, I was like, oh, this is a celebrity episode because there are 3 celebrities, I think, in that one thing. And if that's not who I said it was, I don't pay attention to that famous people thing out there. It's too much. But if you know who it was, tell me, because I feel like I should know, and I've heard her music, and she's very talented. Still, Austin is fantastic. Well, Mike Franklin, you are a stronger man than I, because I am needed every day. I need oh wait, here's the story. By the way, it's World Health Day. We're talking a little bit about my mental health, because mental health is health. It is. It's just, you have to say it that way, unfortunately. Caffeine is my medication for my ADD, which has not been medicated yet. Because it's a pain to get them to do that. And then I have to go through the process of trying different medications that are very extreme. Like Adderall. It doesn't work, by the way. I've had it. It doesn't work. It makes me feel... I feel great, but I also can't taste food and don't eat. And don't sleep much. Not great. Pour over French press and mocha pot. Really, I know caffeine. Yeah. I don't know anything. I just exist. Label's badass. Yes, it is. I like it. Stray. Magnificent Beast. It looks good. It's got a turtle on the back. I didn't notice that till now. Why is there a turtle on the back of the jackalope? Is it because of the story? The tortoise and the hare? I know references. Alright, Zembud. I'll be here. Sure for ice cream, but all that can. Yes. 4 shots of espresso will get me to where I'm semi-functional. Yeah, it felt a little weird. I think I had the conversation with myself. I do that. It's like this, except no one else is around. Jack Black and the woman who played his wife, whose name, who I think I know, but I don't know. I can't be sure that's her name. Very talented woman, if I remember correctly. But unfortunately, I knew them both. And I knew the one who played the guy who was the robot, like, Master Keeper. Great Scott, you know who it is. So as soon as I saw all 3 of them, I'm like, I know they're actors. I know they are. They are playing roles. Lizzo, yes, that's right. I've heard that name. Why did I say Queen Latifah? That's someone completely different, isn't it? And that's from a while ago. That's why, because that was a name that was very popular when I was younger. Ugh. Christopher Lloyd, yes. See, as soon as I see the name, I'm like, yes, of course that's his name. But Lizzo, Christopher Lloyd, and Jack Black all in one episode. The same episode of The Mandalorian. It was the celebrity episode. That's what it was. I know they're all actors, and they play different roles. That's what actors do. But they're all set people. Like, the person that they are is already set in my head. So when I see Jack Black, it's Jack Black. If I see Lizzo, even if I don't know her name, I'm like, that's Lizzo. I know who that is. And Christopher Lloyd, it's like, Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future. That's Doc. That's who he is. He's also Christopher Lloyd, of course. But it's that real, like, taking one reality and shoving it into another. When you have that, Great Scots, warning, 1.21 gigawatts. Ugh. I'm trying to explain, like, celebrityism and how it backfires. Another one is what's his name? Chris Hemsworth? Is he the one who plays Thor? Yes, Adderall is just speed, which is why it had all those effects on me. Uh-oh. Yes, Lizzo. So if you don't know who that lady is, that's her. She's great. She was very... I don't want to say motherly, but she was kind of hanging out with... I will whistle Baby Yoda, in case you haven't watched all the Mandalorian. You will probably have heard of Baby Yoda, but just carrying him around the whole time. Him helping her win the game, that was pretty funny. Whoa! Space 6, I don't know what that is. Christopher Lloyd, yes. We got it. Up to speed? Good. 1.21 gigawatts. I want to pour more of this jackalope. Is that bad? I can't really figure out if I'm getting a malt note specifically or a Balcones note. But I know it's in there, and it's most of it, so... Already 8 o'clock, folks. We're halfway through. Again, if you want to know what is being raffled off, it's these. I am very slowly working my way through all of them. Favorite line from Christopher Lloyd was, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Yeah. That was one of the best. Boba Fett Battle Royale. It was good stuff. Mandalorians are great, but you have to realize they are space knights. That's what the whole thing is. You're watching space knights. They never take their helmets off because this is the way. Oh, there you go. I can understand that. I do 4, and that's where I should start. I try not to go more than that because whenever you say to the barista, it's like, I'd like 6 shots of espresso, they just kind of, their eyes get a little wide. It's like, are you okay? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. You need a prescription. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nests. Oh, I know what that is, don't I? But I haven't seen it in a long time. Oh well. Tell me a little bit more and I'm sure it will show up. Yeah, the only thing I know Christopher Lloyd from officially, like, because of my age, the first thing I very likely saw him in was Back to the Future. And then I've seen him in a number of other things. So it's not like he's a one-off person character, but it was certainly a surprise to see him in Mandalorian, as it was to see Jack Black and Lizzo. I'm not complaining. It's just a little jarring when you're in a whole different universe. Tater down. Cheers. Welcome to this Happy Friday. We have some sweet, sweet juice. I don't call whiskey juice. Raffle giveaway. Also, remember everyone, appease the algorithm overlords. There we go. Danny Vito was in it too. I feel like I know what you're talking about. He did play a Klingon. That's true. I remember that one. Like, there he is. What's really weird is when I've seen Klingons, I've seen actors playing Klingons, and then they play something else. I couldn't tell. Like, he played that Klingon. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Yes. As difficult that is to do. Feed all the YouTubes and yourself. Well, I've eaten once today. But it was a big meal. If you're a patron of mine, you will have seen what that is. And it was a lot. I should eat something after this. What should I eat after this? What's in the freezer is the real question. And yesterday I survived on one wrap. Like one wrap sandwich. It was a chicken Caesar bacon ranch wrap. And I ate that from a restaurant. So it was bigger than usual, but I still only ate one sandwich, or one wrap sandwich thing. Yes, Mr. Greatshot, exactly. Now, like I said, I should be on a different kind of medication, which I'm not, because it takes a lot to just get them to do that, and the system is screwed. Ah. Oh, Nurse Ratched. You mean the one who, like, messed him up at the end? Like, really? I know what you're talking about, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Who else was in that? Who else am I thinking of in there? That was a good movie. It's a twisted movie, but it's a good one. It's been a hot minute. If I've seen that recently, it's only because I watched the like a YouTube channel of some sort that likes to watch movies, reaction channels. That's a thing now. We're living in a day and age where you watch other people watch movies, and it's entertaining. How did we get here? I'm guilty of that, for the record. It's not as if other people do that. It's like, no, I do that too. There are other YouTube channels I watch where it's like, oh, this is fun. This person's as wonky as I am, and they haven't seen Back to the Future. What the hell? The latest big one was what? Everything Everywhere All at Once, because it made the rounds through the awards, and then it made the rounds through the YouTube. And it's a very good movie. I related a little too hard to that. It's like, gosh, I can't seem to do anything. I'm so bad at everything that I could do anything. Oh. Oh yeah, you gotta love that. What is bugging me? Is that it? Yeah, it is. Stowaway. The latest bit of funny for me in my little universe is there's this really tall kid with like long black hair and one of those, I don't know what to call it. It doesn't have spikes in it, but it's a belt with like holes in it, like a sneaker almost, and it goes all the way around. Anyway, he's got that goth vibe, and he's the one who works at the register at the grocery store. And I go up to him specifically sometimes because it's like, I remember being like you. And I think the last time I saw him it was yesterday. I'm like, so, have you listened to the old school Nine Inch Nails yet? He went, oh, no, man. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's pretty funny. In things to do in Denver when you're dead. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He was amazing in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah. Give me probably nightmares when I was a kid, in all likelihood. Judge Doom. Ooh. Let's just say I had an awakening when I watched Roger Rabbit in theaters. If you've seen it, you know why. Here we are, number 3 of our list over here, because I can't actually see that. This is the Lone Elm Single Barrel Pick by the Whiskey Crusaders channel. This bottle was donated by Jason Busey. Jason Busey, I miss you. He's very busy. As are we all. Exactly. You know, it's nice to see kids enjoying the classics, like Metallica. Taxi. Oh my gosh, he was so good in Taxi. That was basically the Kramer of that generation was his character in Taxi. They have very similar kind of physicalities. There's the word. Tony Danza. This music makes me all tired. I'm like, oh, this is nice. But here we go. Lone Elm, and this one is 57.1%. So we've jumped up quite a bit since the Jackalope, but Jackalope is delicious. And then we still have to hit the musician. Cast strength. Made a glug noise at me when I did that. I'm not having it. Oh, that's sweeter than I remember. Brownie sweet. Oh my god. I bet I said that. I haven't watched this video in a while. Here's the thing. All the videos I've ever made, I have watched them more than once. Because I had to edit them together. I watch every video I make at least 3 or 4 times before I publish it to YouTube because I need to make sure it's just right. And if it isn't, well, I believe it's 2 to 3 times watching it through while I can still edit it. Well, it's still in editing. So I finished the whole thing. I have to watch it once, watch it twice, tweak a little thing, take a little bit of extra space that was around. Then I have to, what's the word? Render it. Rendering is just a fancy word for saying taking what I've edited and putting it into one whole thing. And making it a video. Just putting it all into one thing. And then saving that file. Then I have to watch the file to make sure there was no problem with it. Make sure it still looks like it did. And if there is a problem, I have to go back in and re-edit and I just said the word. Wow. Hold on. Render. Then render it again. That usually doesn't happen, thankfully. I've gotten pretty good at not having that happen. And then after I've watched it another 2 to 3 times, I upload it. So I watch everything I make at least 5 to 6 times or more. Talking about young folks and good music, my parents took me and my sister along to see the Beatles. Whoa, when they came to Tagmouth with their magical mystery tour. I am jealous. How dare you? Lucky. I took me to see Captain and Start fair. I need therapy. Well, the captain needs therapy. Oof. The magical mystery tour is waiting to take you away. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm getting scared. Everyone should go to therapy, though. The world is messed. Tinmouth. Got it. Thank you, everybody. Tinmouth. Oh, boy. That's the stuff. Oh yeah, the proof went up. Ooh. This has more coffee note. Yep. It's denser. Dense is the wrong word. Drier? Oak forward? It drinks pretty easily. Like, considering the proof, there was only that initial moment of it. The proof has gone up. Then there's this ground coffee feeling. It's not the coffee you drank, it's like ground coffee. You can smell ground coffee. Except make that smell a taste, except it's not coffee. Simon Garfunkel, so forget it. Oh, there you go. Chocolatey. Dark chocolate. Coffee. A bit of vanilla. Is that nutmeg? Oof. Goes dry. Texas heat. Oak impact. I mean, you can see, by the color alone, you can tell something's been done to this. You know, it's been out in the sun for a while. It's been hot. Same thing goes for this. I guess it's one of the little perks about dealing with bourbons, or at least American whiskey in this country, specifically bourbons. But they can't do, there's no coloring allowed at all. So when you see a bourbon, and it looks like that, or it looks like this, that's because that's what happened to it. And I think that type of mentality has unfortunately crossed over into the Scotch market. So people in America, or consumers in America, see something like this and they're like, oh man, that's a bourbon right there, hell yeah. Texas, sorry. But then they see a Scotch, or they see something like this even, And they're like, what the hell? Well, it's supposed to look that way, but unfortunately, Scotch likes to add coloring because of the standard of darker equals better. Oh, whew. Oh, talking about our crushes, I like that. Sorry, music getting me. As is the whiskey. Whoa. No E. What? I had the I had the thought about sunflowers? Maybe sunflower seeds? Because sunflowers don't really have a smell. From what I've been told. Sure, we're on with it. Sunflower seeds. Admittedly, the palate doesn't live up to the last one, but what do you expect? Magnificent Beast has a magnificent mouthfeel. I mean, that is crazy. I haven't had texture like that in my mouth in a while. I'm going to end that sentence. Point is, it's good. I want to have more of the Magnificent Beast. As good as this is very good. Don't get me wrong. But it's a very different animal. This is the type of whiskey I've said this many times, as I do. Repeated myself. Repeated. Wait. People who like Knob Creek would like this. And this is a wheat whiskey. That's the wild part. I don't think Knob Creek is a wheat whiskey. I don't remember. I actually don't. It's not even, I don't remember. I don't know. It's a bourbon, I know that. So it's got to be 51% corn, right? Talking about our crushes. Jessica Rabbit. No wonder I'm a mess. What I want to do, I don't know what it is, but I think it's because I know Adriana likes Knob Creek so much, is I want to make a mix of, like, have one Knob Creek sample and then 3 different ones that are very similar to Knob Creek. This would be one of them, the Lone Elm. What would it be? Lone Elm. It might be this one. It might be still Austin, but I don't think so. Like the major cast strength one. I don't think that's quite the same deal. I'll know in a minute. We need Jack Daniels. Like a Jack Daniels single barrel. That might be too sweet. I'm thinking specifically of the one that was the dedicated bottle the Hot Butter Rolls did for Sherry G. I don't know if that would be dense enough. You know what I mean? Like get a variety of different whiskeys, except one of them is Knob Creek, and the others are like similar, or at least I feel they're similar. I imagine she'll be able to pick out the Knob Creek, but it wouldn't be easy. Woo! Ha-cha-cha-cha. I'm worried. Low and M is 57%. We're going to be going right into 59% in a moment. Bam. Again, this is the Still Austin Musician. 59% cast strength. Because their regular release, there's no huge difference. There's a difference to make it easy for consumers, but their regular Still Austin, which I recommend everyone try if you can get it, and as I said, they are advertising more, so they are making it more available. It's on Instagram as an ad. Hell, I think it's Bourbon Night did that. Same but different. Very different. Let me point that out. If you have this one first and this one next, they are different. To the point where you almost wouldn't believe they're the same kind of thing from the same place. It is wild. Well, let's hope that the grocery store was just close. Welcome back, Zenboot. Sounds gone right in my head. Oh, that's what I forgot to do today. I forgot to take my other medication. Not taking it now. That was many hours ago. Bloodhound definitely has its own thing. And I almost feel bad that this came after the Magnificent Beast. The Magnificent Beast is magnificent and also more towards my tastes. I remember, like, if specifically my first reaction, that's probably the wrong word. When I had Lone Elm for the first time, I remember it. It doesn't happen very often. But not because it was bad, but because it was good, but it was also not my main thing. So it is a good whiskey, but it's not what I would go for personally, since I tend to lean towards sweeter things. And this one's a little more denser, darker, more like Knob Creek in my mind. Blech. 3 different stores. Fruit section was sketchy. Joy's making a fruit salad for gathering tomorrow. Ooh, you're actually going to see other people? Blech. Blech. But good on you. Ow. Oh, did something else happen? Hold on. I don't think so. Okay, good. Anything on Venmo? Oh! Mike Franken, I see you. I don't know if you said anything, but I see you. I assume you were in for that. I gotta move everything around. Okay. Okay. I have to get up to date. The problem is if I don't keep on top of this, the notifications stay around and it gets very confusing. Especially when some of you don't have your screen names as what comes up here. But it's okay. Mike Franken, I see what you did there. I gotta see what this says now. Where the hell? How? Oh, that's how. You'd think I know where things are on my own phone. It's not true. Boop. Mike Franklin, I was 4 entries, I'm assuming. Let me know if you're still here. If not, that's what they're gonna be. Mike Franklin, cheers. Is that just a cheers, or are those 4 entries? Is what I need to know. I'm already typing your name in, so tell me now, or forever hold your speech. Whoop. So I'm seeing all these names coming up. Hanging Isaiah and Andrew Butler are talking about. I'm like, I don't know. Entries is fine. Okay, good. You want even more whiskey, as we all do. There we go. So now it's a 3-way. As far as the raffle goes. Looking forward to that. But we still have 20-something odd minutes, 30 minutes-ish. A little more than 30 minutes. So get your entries in. Again, if you don't know what's going on, I went to Texas. I returned from Texas. That's always nice. I got back. $5 equals 1 entry. It's a raffle giveaway of these. Which is what I'm drinking for you. And also for me. Oof. This chair. July is coming up. I may be getting a new chair then. I have to have the month of July has to show up for me to give myself an excuse to spend money I don't have on things I don't really need. I also would like to do some traveling. Like, I know I'm not going to Kentucky this year. Shocker. I would like to, but money. The cost of travel and expenses has not gone down recently. Strange that. So it's going to be, if I do go anywhere, it's going to be via my car, which is in itself an adventure and dangerous. So maybe I will visit Cape Cod, or maybe I will visit Maine or Vermont. You know, there's a bunch of other states in this New England area. I don't really go places. Chair is something you need, so it's okay. Well, I mean, this chair works. It just is also incredibly frustrating with the amount of noise it makes. Late 70s, I do try to forget. Well, I only remember the early 80s, and by that I mean I don't really remember them. If I say I remember any time frame, it was the 90s. However, there are pictures of me during the 80s. So I lived it. It's just not all very clear. I'm trying to think of things I did when I was a kid that I remember. There is not much. I remember playing Nintendo. Playing on the computer, early computer. Black screen with green outline letters. Green font is the best way I can put it. Alberta Premium Cask Strength sample is fantastic. I also love the Maker's Mark Candied Apple. Isn't it good? Oh, glad you like them, hanging easy. And like I said, the Alberta Premium will, it's just like, hello, Pew, how are you? I did go cross country. I do remember that. Little bits and pieces of it at the very least. There are pictures of me doing that. Pictures of me in Florida a couple times. So Disney World. But the cross country thing was wild. Staying at Yogi Bear Park. I forget what it's called. Uncle Nearest Rye out and about today. Anyone tried it yet? $80 seems steep. Ooh. Oh, the one that you said roller coasters, but that's not the first thing I remember. That's probably Kevin. For me, it was the free fall at Rocky Point. That was fun. Denby's come back, Ma. He didn't see you show up earlier. My mom KillCo's been hanging out. Zenbud's been busy doing real life stuff, which is, a good thing to do. It's just, I know myself, I wouldn't go out on a Friday if I can avoid it. That's why I'm here, doing this. Wow. Sugar kitty jackalopes are tasty. That's silly. All right, I'm moving on to the next one since we have less than 30 minutes till this ends. Again, last chance. Do it. If you haven't entered, this is the time to do it. And right now, I'm not even sure how many entries there are. I should probably check. There are officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 entries. So your odds are good because out of those 17 entries, there are only 3 people. The odds are in your favor. I think that's how it goes. Likely the markets are fairly empty. People have started their weekend. Yeah. My problem with that is they have started their weekend and they're driving around and they've had 6 beers already. Oh, that's right. This is like holiday weekend, isn't it? This is rabbit weekend. Mom, I'm supposed to see you tomorrow, aren't I? Oh, boy. What time is that? Did we say like 11? We're doing an early Easter thing. And most of you know I'm not a holiday religion person at all. But I live in America, so it's kind of defaulted and forced. Not saying my family is not forced, but just the holiday itself is ever present, whether I like it or not. Going into CVS and the grocery store, they have an entire aisle dedicated to that. 11:30, okay, I could probably do that. As I said, my sleep has gone to hell. Let me put that on my phone so I get the time frame right. Know when to leave. Easter stuff. Easter brunch. And the reason we're doing it tomorrow is because my brother will not be available because he's going to do a different thing with the fiance's family. Because I guess that's what you do. I don't know. I don't want to worry about that ever. Boom. Yeah, Laura, before. Should have done this yesterday. There we go. Easter brunch. That should be a rabbit. That's right. Do I need to mess with this right now? No. Have I already started? Shish. Never done. Brunch time. No, I have Easter Day to do stuff here, and then there's a live stream. Or maybe not. I haven't decided that yet. Easter is one of those weird holidays where it's like, should I do a stream or should I just say screw it? Allergy medicine and found a bottle of Dickel 8-year bourbon for $24. That's not bad. Oh. Bleh. Excuse me. I'm already tired. Great. Whiskey helps. All right, let me pour this last one here. Unsurprisingly, the jackalope has been mighty impressive. I'm glad I opened it. And there's still the option of doing a video about it. But because it's such a small release, and very few people were able to get a bottle due to the cost, if nothing else, I might not. But here's my thing. It's that I'm making videos for myself and others, but mainly for myself. That's why the channel started. I was making whiskey videos so I could watch them to see what I thought, because I don't do notes very well. And this is a bottle that's really good, and it's the first one Daniel did, so I feel almost obligated to at least do that, even if it's a short one. The nose was way better than the taste. Ah, yes, we've all had those. All right, here we go. Next. That was a strange noise. Just a touch. Reminder that this one's almost 60%. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. This one's not as dark as the last one, but it's still, the proof is up there. Ooh, this one's immediately sweeter. That's good. This one has a honey note to it. Maybe that's the corn. I forget what the mash bill is. I doubt it's going to tell me. Nope, hold on. Well, now I'm not sure. Aged at least 2 years. Maybe this is one. I honestly don't remember. See, now they're bamboozling me. Since cask strength bourbon whiskey, and they talk about Nancy Fraley on here, but I know they have cask strength as a regular release. And I don't remember. I don't see this saying Nancy Fraley on it at all, other than on the back. So she might have helped create this cask strength stuff. Yeah, looks that way. Anyway, either way, that's what you're getting. Uh-oh. There we go. I just see myself like looking down like that on the screen for a moment. Like, oh, it froze. No, it didn't. I didn't know Dickel was good for allergies. I thought people were allergic to Dickel. Well, some are. There you go. It'll cure what ails you. That's the saying, isn't it? Oof. Oh yes, and then I'm so good at this. Remember, clicky, clicky, click, click. That's all it takes. People don't realize how easy that is, and yet how difficult it is to get people to do it sometimes. The Flintstone vitamin, exactly. Oops, I should probably highlight that. There you go. Of course, Dickel is good for your health. Flintstone vitamins. Some would say Flintstone Fruity Pebbles. I've gotten that before. All right. See, we're talking about that. I'm starting to think it's on here. It is not. It's actually very sweet. It's kind of surprising considering the proof. lost in the glass. Smells good is what it smells like. Oh, wow. That just goes, That was too fast. It was sweet, it was caramel, there was a touch of brownie? Maybe? I like brownies, so I'm gonna get brownies on these, that's a good thing. I mean, I really like brownies, you have no idea. I will eat enough brownies to get sick off of, very likelihood, if you leave me alone with them too long. Same with cake. Certain types of cake. Speaking of cake, I had cake yesterday. It was good. The curse of the local grocery store having slices of cake for sale. Because they make their own cakes there, and if they don't sell, they just chop them up and you get to pick. Great idea. So good. But the real key is you have to get one of the cakes they made that someone ordered, but they didn't actually purchase. So then you get like a 2-layer cake thing, special made. Oh man, so good. I want cake. Or cookies. Oh, that's what I didn't do. With the Easter thing around, I should have bought some of those little packaged you can make cookies things. Don't confuse me, Sugar Kitty. I can already feel the alcohol. I don't need help. Oh man, Mom, don't tell me that. I shouldn't eat cake. On the plus side, on the positive swing of this, I will be exercising again as of Monday and Tuesday. Oh, so patrons, get ready to hear me complain about how much I hurt. That's what I'm looking forward to. Pain. Lots of pain. So much pain. That. Sorry, I'm double checking everything. Okay. Making sure there are no surprises, no last minute entries. We are coming to a close. I will very likely cut this off at 8:50. So you have about 13 minutes? Hold on. 13 minutes. Then we shut her down and do the waffle. And then I will very likely pour some of this. Really, camera? This? Trying to focus on this? You go to hell. This again is the sample I was given by Mr. Greatshot, who I was fortunate enough to spend some time with in Austin, because he lives there. And we had some whiskeys, had some cold brew cocktail things. Those are delicious. They're at Crowded Barrel. Go try one if you're there and you like caffeine, as we've been talking about earlier. But this is one of the Nancy Fraley picks that I didn't purchase. Because again, $90. That was enough. I was like, I really, I have one. Now I need to clarify this with myself here. Hold on. Yeah. So, don't look at the tasting notes, whatever you do. But do it. There we go. There's Nancy Fraley's little sticker. This is it. And this is another Still Austin. As you can see, it's shiny. Just like this one. Oh wait, this one isn't shiny. But I was very worried I had opened the wrong one for a moment. This is a single barrel one. Same kind of deal. Anyway, I have one already. So as much as I wanted to buy the latest Nancy Fraley pick at Still Austin, I have one already, and I haven't opened it. I was a good boy. Gotta get used to that feeling. Yes, Mr. Greatshot. I snuck him into the vault. We had fun. Hanging Easy, I did what has become another ritual. There are a couple unplanned ritual things. I didn't start doing this on purpose. But one of them is the day I arrive in Austin, I go to Salt Lake. It's right there. Like if I'm staying at the Wizard Academy Crowded Barrel, it's down the street. Quite literally, down the street. And it's good. It's not the best barbecue in Texas, I'm told. but it's good. I stuffed my freaking face because I was so goddamn hungry. And then I promptly came back to the campus and fell asleep for 2 hours. Travel is exhausting. So I think that's become the ritual. Get there, stuff my face with Salt Lake barbecue, and then take a nap. That was it. I was told of other places, though. That's what I really like to do, is get, put my, ear to the ground or that kind of thing, see what the locals say and where to go. When I went to Milam and Green, someone told me about a barbecue place or somewhere to get some good food. I put it in my phone. That's all I ever do. It's just Google Maps, click, want to go. Done. Oh, that's to answer this question, and I still haven't gotten used to clicking on stuff again, since I only set that up before I left last time. And as Mr. Great said, we had a fantastic time. No. Well, first of all, don't know where the university is. Couldn't tell you. But there's one right down the road from Crowded Barrel, or the Wizard Academy campus. So it's the main one, the really big one. I think it's where they started, I think. Huge area. But it's very close. That's really the default from when I was at Crowded Barrel. So it was basically arrive, get barbecue, fall asleep. Checks out. Do it. I mean, Salt Lake is good, but it's also at the point where they are a large enough chain of sorts where they have a certain type of consistency, which is good, except it's, always the same. So if you go in there more than twice, you're like, oh yeah, it's the same barbecue I had last time. It's not better or worse. The sauces, though, that's where you do it. If you've had the barbecue before and you're like, oh, it's good barbecue, but it needs a little something. That's what the barbecue sauce is for. And oh my gosh, the barbecue sauces are pretty good. That made me think about food. I haven't eaten since like 2 or 3 p.m. Ugh. I will definitely eat something after this. I really have to, especially if I'm going to crack into this boy next. And I even wrote it, so this is the Nancy Fraley one. Nancy Fraley did say the recent pick was her favorite. Brubaker's in for 4. Look out. Hold on. I need to verify that first. No, I don't. Well, I do, but I don't. He's like, if you say you put in 4, I will believe you. For most people who are here, especially Mr. Brubaker. But I have to check myself so I can clear the notification. Brubaker maker. I'm not even going to put the in there because I know who it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Gotta think about that a little more. I have to think about that just a little too long. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Brubaker maker. I know it's not your real name, but thank you. We are good. Clear, clear. You've made money. Yeah, thank you, Mint. It's not really true, but click on this so everyone can see. So now it's a 4-way? Like dry rub with sauce on the side. Oh, hell yeah. Gimme. I'm so hungry. I'm noticing how hungry I am. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4 people are in the lineup. Lucky. See who's going to be the winner tonight. We have officially got 6 minutes left till I shut her down. So if you're thinking about it, you have 6 minutes. And also, if you're new here, I have a Patreon, and please like and subscribe to the channel for more of this insanity. It's good for you in small doses. Just like alcohol. By the way, it's April is Alcohol Awareness Month. See how I did that? I don't even know how I did that. Be aware of how you consume your alcohol and take care of yourself. Cheers to that. And here's something I just realized in my mind. I said be aware. And I'm also thinking, beware. Be aware of how you consume your alcohol. Beware of how you consume your alcohol. Yes. Subtle undertone thing. That was not my intent, but that's what my head went with suddenly. I like that. That works for me. Ah, yes. As Sugar Kitty says, be sure to lick the like and like the lick a wizard. Barbecue's like some finished whiskey. The sauce might be hiding something, right? Oops, what the hell? Oh. I will definitely be using more when I go get barbecue there again, and I will. I will use more sauce next time because I did that just for a little bit while I was there. And it was so freaking good. It made it so much better. Oh my gosh! Just ended a 7-day dry spell. Hanging AZ. Good on you. For the past 7 days, I've been drinking whiskey and caffeine. That's it. Peter Cottontail, thank you. Can I highlight that? No, I can't. Wish I could. Brewbaker Maker, you got 4 more whether you like it or not. Oh, and then the 777. I love that. The Sexy Dancing Bunny, yep. I still don't know exactly what the cut is, but that rabbit does have a good cut. But less than YouTube would, which is why I do it. Just to get used to that idea of the rabbit stealing somewhat away from me. But if I didn't do it, then the rabbit wouldn't be there at all. 4 more. Boop. There we go. We're making in for 4 more. I gotta count now. Good. Total of 8. Head to head. Kyle Wells, hello. Lovely to see you again. I saw you. You got to talk to Rex on the latest. What was it? The update about what they're gonna do with the grains. That must have been fun. For those who don't know, Kyle may or may not be involved in certain things going on at Crowded Barrel. And he was kind enough to let me hang around the distillery and talk to him a bit about stuff. Music's very chill tonight. I'm loving this. We just opened this. Kyle had some of this. I'm giving some away already. And I just opened it tonight. And oh my gosh, the mouthfeel on this. My gosh. So good. I want another bottle. Oh, this is the easiest way to show you. These are the giveaways. These are being given away. Some things. Oh. I have to look into that. I forgot what was talked about. I watched at least 2 or 3 different videos today. And I think the other one was just Rex and Daniel talking about the Q&A. Yeah, that was Q&A they did. All right, 2 minutes left, folks, and the cutoff happened. I'm sorry, it has to end eventually. Kyle, did the Pringles thing start yet? That is my concern. I won't say any more than that. I just want to know if it started, because it just was terrifying to hear you talk about it. Blah. I'm going to open these. Oh, that's what I need to do. That's right. One thing I actually need to do, and I remind myself of one of these days, is this thing. It's going to need more tape, because it's almost out. You can't tell, but that whole thing. Remember what I said earlier in the stream when I said you got to spend money to make money? Well, these little things aren't cheap. There's not a lot left. I bought the wrong ones anyhow. These are the paper versions. I'm supposed to buy a different kind that stick better to glass. These will stick, sort of, but not really. Whoa. Kyle, you may know Cliff. I assume you do. He is another Somm who goes to Texas a lot more than I do. I'm a little jealous. I'm not jealous. It's fine. The steampunk grain machine, exactly. That thing was churning away. I think you were doing was it the Irish one? I think it was. It was making a mess. Oh no, it was the Jackalope. Not Jackalope. It was the Jester King. Wow. My brain no worky. Or maybe it was. I can't remember. All right, cut off. You're done. Don't look at it. It's done. Must make all the things go away. Was that it? No. I want to keep that. The scroll goes away, and the list of samples goes away. All right. Done. See if I can get this done quickly. Yeah, the still at Austin's much sweeter than the low mill. But not by a lot. Just a little. That's right, you tripled the still. It got better. Good, good, good. You said it was a little funky. Spilled that everywhere. Okay, here we go. That's good. That's water, by the way. Ugh. God, it makes so much noise every time I move. All right, here we go onto the screen thing, and hopefully I do it right. Kyle Wells, Mama KillCo, Mama KillCo, Kyle Wells. But Mama KillCo is my mother, if that weren't clear. That was a name bestowed upon her by the community. Same with my dad, Papa KillCo. What am I doing? Boop. Nailed it. All right, as you can see, we have a bunch of names here. There we go. I'm going to do the randomizer. Ba-dum, just once. And since I don't want to make any decisions for myself and make it fair to an extent, so I don't pick and the randomizer doesn't just pick for me, we have to do it this way. This is fun for me. Leave me alone. Whoa, hi. What was that? Oh, delay. Whew, good. Thank you, PayPal notification. You're a little late on that one, but thankfully it's one I knew about already. I can't see them all. Hold on. There were 25 entries. Hey, Google. Pick a random number between 1 and 25.
$17.
Well, well, well. Look who won. I have a feeling some people were rooting for you, but here we go, if you can't tell. EMC, a.k.a. Emily Chambers, who unfortunately is not here right now. She was here for a bit. But lucky her. Let's go back to the regular screen. People were rooting for her. Don't worry. Thank you, everyone who entered. Hey, knock it off. That's what happens when I forget to turn that off, by the way. Yay. Again, thank you for everyone who entered. I appreciate the support. Don't worry, I'll be doing more of these. There will be a... Well, actually, no, there won't. I forgot. Blech. Blech. I was about to say there's going to be a delay on this one because I don't have the thing that I... Yes, I do. There's 4 of them. But I may do another raffle giveaway next week. Maybe not. I don't know. I have ordered new sample thingies, so I have to wait until I get those to make my life a little easier. And that will be a 7-fer. But I haven't decided on what. Again, I'm fiddling around with what I want to do for videos this month. It is Alcohol Awareness Month, so I have to keep that in mind, and I have to find some kind of play on words or some such. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. But it's an idea. And again, Brian, remind yourself. All right, remind yourself. I am making these videos so I would watch them as well as other people. And there are quite a few bottles here that I have yet to open, simply because I know they won't get the views, the watch time, and the clicks and the likes. Blech. And I like to think I made up for that a little bit last month with all the Irish whiskey stuff I did. So we'll see. I have an idea. I will broach the idea to patrons. Hopefully they'll like the idea. Oh, soon, Andrew Butler. I was going to say that. Soon, and that is why I'm telling you I am getting more sample things soon. But I think I have enough for yours. I actually wanted to send a few of them back in the ones you sent me that are empty, but I realized I'm not going to drink all of these that fast. So you will also get a few of the American standard, like that. The only major problem is I don't have any that look this color. Maybe I have a few different ones. We'll see. It'll be soon. Don't you worry. It's more a matter of me making sure I give you similar amounts that you gave me. So that was 3 2-ounce and then 3 1-ounce. I think. Unless I misplaced one, which is very possible. Because you can't see how many samples I have in front of me right now, and I can. Are you aware of how much alcohol it is? Well, I should be, except I haven't updated my spreadsheet. Andrew Bartley, don't worry, I didn't forget. It is something I plan to do this month. Because I've been freaking busy with silly, crazy whiskey stuff. But it's in there. That's locked in. That's guilt right there. It's right there. Me thinking, why haven't you done this yet? I'm sorry. But it is there. I will now pour as we end the stream, because I can't just end the stream without any whiskey in my glass. Again, this is contributed by Mr. Great Shot. This is a Still Austin Nancy Fraley pick. She said it's her favorite so far. That's what she said, not me. You can check her Instagram. Ah, these are fun. There you go. Thank you, Cliff Smith. I have a bunch over there. I just don't know what they are. I recently just opened up the box I had. So I will be getting more of these, the 2-ounce clear ones, and I will be getting more of the smaller green ones you've seen, the 1-ounce plastic ones. Those will be nice. I've also bought enough for, I did the math, but I think half a year's worth of giveaways, so one every week. I'm not going to do that. But if I were to give 7 away every week, I would be able to do it for half a year. That's how many I ordered. Hopefully that'll last the rest of this year at the very least. And again, I also ordered a bunch more of these 2-ounce ones. For larger but less. I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, where I give you, if you win this mega sampler, you get more variety but less ounces. And if I give you these ones, like we did tonight, you get more ounces but less variety. It's a trade-off. Oh yeah, that's the stuff I'm gonna have to eat before I actually finish this. Absolutely. With that, I don't know who's going on next. Is the thing going on with ADHD whiskey? I don't know. As I said, I don't pay attention. I forget what it is. Or did that end? I have no idea. But someone's going on next. I think ADHD whiskey might be. But you know, you have subscribed to other channels, I'm sure. Figured out. I'm going to unplug, play some video games for a while, probably, and get some food in my system because I just drank a fair amount of very high proof whiskey. Maybe I'll pour a little of this later tonight. I don't know. I probably will. I won't lie. Happy to share, but I also want it all for myself. That's a fun feeling. All the more reason to share it. Remember, if you ever have a bottle that you are cherishing a little bit too much, get rid of it. Share it. Trev is on now. Those bourbon guys. Plenty of options. I know I kind of slam into his time slot, but I don't think he's going to worry about it. He's got a few more subscribers than I do. Whiskey War is up next. There you go. Plenty of people. It's Friday. Woo. I will be here Sunday, maybe. That really depends on how I feel. And I know it is Easter. But technically, this is just another excuse to go live anyway. It depends on how much I get done. I hope to get some video editing done before Sunday. And if I'm able to do that, then I'll go live. I don't know what I'll do. I have to come up with some kind of candy theme. I'm not gonna. Do I have to wear rabbit ears is the real question. I won't. I could, but I won't. Oh, Mike Franklin's doubling up. Jedi Survivor. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077, which has been fun and also frustrating. Because the game is still a little glitchy. The story's okay. I like the story. What else? We're playing Hellblade. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, that's a long, very engrossing story, and immersion is huge in that game. Good grief. Sugar Kitty, thank you. There you go. Links. Links to people doing stuff. No Man's Sky. That's another one I think I want to buy still. I have so many games to play, it's ridiculous. Port Dundas with a rabbit on the label. Suppose that would be a good Easter jam. Hey, there you go. I don't have any Easter stuff, but I have options, as you can tell. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do something along the lines of my like sweet whiskeys that I like. Unfortunately, Andalusia would be on that list. Hey. Oh, that's right. There's another one I wanted to pour. Shoot. Maybe I'll do that Sunday. I haven't shown the haul that I got from Texas, but it's around. RD2 was one of my favorite games. Oh, it's actually one of the best games I've played in a long time. No joke. And I do not say that lightly. I played a lot of good games. But with that, I could go on to games for a while, so let's stop it there. Doesn't Irene have a Peeps and Cadbury egg pick? Does she? We'll have to ask. But with that, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will remember where the screen is, and I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.